All right, y'all, we're here with another, what I suspect to be a banger from my man, the Desirable Truth. Messing up the name. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube at The Desirable Truth. Sub to the channel. We watch a lot of his content, his dope stuff with the street interviews. He's back in Miami, and let's see what they have to say about modern dating.
What's your age?
I'm 25.
Are you single?
She got him out like that?
I'm in a relationship.
Wait a minute. We're not even 10 seconds into the video, 5 of which were just a disclaimer to open up. 5 seconds into the video, she got the all-white see-through. I can see the chocolatey Hershey's Kisses pointing in my face, and she got the audacity to say that she's in a relationship. She got a man, and she out here showing it. I'm logging off for the weekend. I'm logging off early. I'm fucking logging off early. Are you, yo, in what world does a woman believe this is proper attire when you have a, oh. You know what, guys? They're going to say, you shouldn't gatekeep what I wear. You don't control me. You, of course, the big one. You're insecure. All right. Sometimes you just got to fight fire with fire. So from here going forward, fellas, this is the rally cry. This is the moment where we come together to give them a dose of their own medicine. All right. Now, I understand that not every man can do this because, well, it really just is based upon the laws of nature lottery. You're either blessed or not, if you know what I'm going at with this. For those of you that can do this, here's what we're going to need to start doing. Okay. On the weekend, you got a girl, you're going to go step out with the boys. You know what? Go get you some quasi see-through white pants. And just let your shit just bulge out and so they can see the veins through the white. We got to just start, we just got to take it there. Let's see how they like when we got our junk visible through a white shorts. You know, whatever kind of color this is, it's clearly see-through. Let's start doing that. I bet you, them ladies, your girlfriend's gonna be like, where you going? You ain't leaving at this house. Get in there. You better, don't even put gray sweats on. In fact, don't wear sweats at all. Put on some jeans. Yeah, like, we got to take it there. That's it. Then we'll be like, oh, wait, baby. Aren't you secure in our relationship? Don't you trust me?
Stop the cap.
I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it.
A long-term one.
Is it long distance?
No, it's not long distance.
How long have you been with your man?
Like a year and a half.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is disgusting behavior, man. This guy better crawl under a rock and never claim, like if I ran into this guy, I'm like, yo, bro, I just saw your girl on YouTube. I saw the Hershey's Kisses in 4K. Bro, I might as well have smashed her myself at this point. I done seen it all. What? What's happening? You feel me? Like, what my point, guys, is it's not about control. It's about respect. It's about respect. And granted, maybe her man is cool with it. Maybe her man is cool with it. And at that point, it works for the relationship. But guess what? As a man, I'm looking at you. You're crazy. I don't think as a man that should ride. It's just not, in my opinion, manly behavior to be okay with your woman and showing the world everything that's supposed to be between you and her. It's crazy. Yo, 24, thank you for the gifts, man. Guys, if you want to, I saw some about a gift. If you want to bless the Cash App, I'll drop a bomb. You can hit that, and that's all love.
And he doesn't care about how you came out tonight with your girls?
No, not at all. Like, we're very comfortable. Like, we're starting a company together and everything. We're very much comfortable, and, you know, we have a lot of confidence in a relationship. So I go out all the time. I'm always outside.
She's always outside. Oh, man. It ain't no way. She must work as a OF. She got to be a SW worker. You feel me? And, like, there's... I'm lost for words.
No.
he got to point it out and say, hey, yo, I can see it, right? Like, are you good?
In your mind, why do you feel like most men wouldn't be comfortable with their woman coming out dressed as you are?
All right, that's all right. I knew he had to say it. I knew he could not avoid it. And bro's trying to look at her face so hard, but I know this man got his peripheral on 1,000 right there. I ain't gonna lie. One thing about us men, we can look at you in your eye, ladies, right? But if you got all this bust showing, we in our peripheral vision. Do not think that we're staring at you in your eyes. We are 100% focused on the peripheral vision, looking down here, capturing that and storing it. Like it's a, you know what I'm saying? He said, Moon, don't tell him. Sorry, yo, fellas, I'm sorry. Don't pull my card. I'm sorry. Yo, don't pull my card. 24 said, keep going, bro. You speak of facts, obviously. Facts. Thank you, brother. Peripheral in God mode. Exactly. Exactly. The boys know. Boys know what it is.
What are you saying about how I'm dressed?
I mean, I'm
Come
saying that
on,
your nipples
yeah.
are out.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
No, don't cover him now. No, don't cover him now. You just showed everybody. She probably not even wearing drawers. You move away the silver sash thing around her waist. She probably got the box showing too.
I feel like it's because most men are like uncomfortable. And I feel like when you view women as like property rather than their like individual beings, like you get possessive over like how they creatively express themselves. Because I feel like fashion is a way I express myself. And, you know, my boyfriend being chill with whatever I wear, like it makes me happy because then I get to be myself. And I feel like that's all you want in a relationship at the end of the day. Like two people being their full self, but still like loving together, growing together, you know.
She got a simp. She 100%, whoever this guy is a simp. Gotta be. He either a simp or she ain't the main chick. She like one on the roster. That's honestly, if I had to lean on one or the other, those are the two scenarios under which that whole dynamic is happening. He's either got many other chicks, he's not really worried about her, she's just one on the roster, or he's just literally simping over her. Because you're not even walking on the runway. If you want to play the fashion card, okay, then walk a runway. In that context, like context matters. You're walking the streets of Brickell in Miami. That's not like, what? What are we talking about here? A sugar daddy. Probably is a sugar daddy, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's probably afraid he's gonna leave her because he thinks he can get another girl, or he just doesn't care. That's basically what it is, right? He's a simp. Basically, like, if she is like of a higher status than him, what I mean by that, if he, you know, some guys can really luck out and get like a chick that's out of their league, right? We've probably seen guys like that or know someone. Maybe some of y'all have been in that situation, but if you've seen that situation before, a guy who scored a chick that's like clearly out of their league visually, like she's a stunning woman, they tend to eat more shit from them. And there are women that are like that will specifically date. They call it, y'all ready for this one? Medium ugly men, right? That's a thing. I swear to God, they be looking for medium ugly men because when they have that leverage, they control the situation. Now, I don't fault them for it. You know what I'm saying? All I would say is, fellas, wake up. Don't ever allow yourself to be put in that situation and be used. She's gonna walk all over you. She's gonna dictate the terms of the relationship. She's gonna tell you, hey, stay home. I'm gonna go out with the girls. By the way, I'm gonna wear this white see-through dress so everybody can see my Hershey kisses. And he's like, oh, okay. Can you come home by midnight? She's gonna look at you like, shut up, bitch. I'll be home when I come home. All right, honey. See you later. Love you. As the door slams. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. Ain't nobody complaining on them streets. Nope.
So, but ultimately, if your man felt like you were being disrespectful, is that something that you would acknowledge, or, you know, would you just go for somebody who didn't feel that way?
I feel like if a man were to feel like me expressing myself fashionably like is disrespectful, then he wouldn't be my man. Yeah.
How long you been? So
basically the conclusion to that is I'm gonna do what I want to do. Why do people insist in trying to get into relationships and then at the same token refuse to make concessions in a relationship? This is the most backwardest shit ever when it comes to modern dating is everyone wants to have someone, but then still do what they want to do. And it don't work like that. Not in a relationship where you want it to actually work and be something. Both sides, keyword, both sides have to make compromises. And that's going to vary from person to person that you're with because of the dynamic, but you got to make concessions. And so many people are not willing to do any of that. It's just like, take me for who I am. That's it. Take it or leave it. Well, fucking leave it. And then cry later on Twitter. No one's good out here. I can't find nobody. Well, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are the things that you were doing that put people off? You know what I'm saying? Because when you see people crying on social media about all men or all women are trash, right? When you see these people talk that talking point about they're all terrible, all my dating experiences have been terrible. Imagine the scenario where one person, the same person, right? Imagine if it's me and I date 10 women and I go on Twitter and I'm like, they're all terrible. They all did this. They all had da. At some point, it can't be the fucking, just by chance, it can't be that 10 of them were complete trash. There's something innately that I'm doing that's resulting in trash conclusions to the whole thing. You see what I'm going at here? It can't be just by the odds. You cannot statistically run into 10 terrible people. You're just dating bad. You are just making terrible decisions. You are just not doing stuff that allows the dating to progress. Like, you have to turn the mirror and look at yourself and wonder, what am I doing? Because how do I meet 10 completely 10 different people that don't know each other and you're still having the same outcome? It's crazy.
And together?
6 years.
6 years.
And how old are you?
32.
23.
So how old were you when you met?
She was 17. I was 26 or 27. But we were friends for a good while too, which I think is really important for any strong relationship, for it to actually start off as like a strong friendship.
Hey, when this clip mark my words right now, when he puts this up on as a short or TikTok, watch everyone go and talk about how he's a predator because he knew her at 17. He was already 26. They knew each other from years before. They're gonna come out here and start talking about he groomed her. And I really hate that because that word is so improperly used. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything wrong with a man molding the woman into what he needs? I don't think, I would say no, right? I would say no. If he's doing all the right things, right? He's teaching her, hey, this is how I need to be loved. And she learns. You got to learn how to love the person that you're with. Every person is different in what they need and all that stuff. But that part right here, him saying that she was 17 and he was 26 when they finally got together, boy, they're gonna roast it. They're gonna roast it.
Obviously, that's not like how it works with most relationships, but with us, it really worked out well. We were both in a really toxic relationship, so we resonated with each other a lot. Neither one of us kind of knew what our next move would be. She was able to give me really good, solid advice from a female perspective, and I was able to give her as best of advice as I could give her from a male perspective.
Well, how could you be friends when you're 26 and she's 17?
I think we had a lot in common. Also, I right off the bat was really close with her mom and dad. We all went to the gym, same gym together. We all had a lot of core values that resonated with each other. So I think just organically over time, things just made more and more sense.
How'd they react to you when you guys started dating?
My mom loved him. She was like, he is like the nicest guy. My dad was like, this is weird, like, to admit. He's like, I really like your friend that you brought over, because he was my friend in the beginning. And it's one of those things where, like, I think with maybe other people you can see such an age gap, but with us, if you saw us two, it just like made sense. You wouldn't really second guess it. It just like, it wasn't as drastic as it sounds.
What's your age?
I think that's important too, a context in these situations where you have a 18-year-old woman. Remember, woman. I hate when people say 18-year-old child. They're fucking an adult, right? We have such a hypocritical society right now where, depending on the situation, everyone be like, they're only a child, or they're a legal adult. How you gonna say they're a child in one scenario, but if they commit a crime, they're gonna get charged as an adult, At 18, you can sign up and go serve in the military. I was 17. I had to have my mom sign off on it. I was off off to go serve my country in combat and stuff, right? So it's just crazy how hypocritical a society can be when they want to pick and choose when 18 is a child versus when 18 is an adult. You could smoke, you can vape, 21, you can get liquor. You know what I'm saying? You can drive, like all these things determine that you are in adulthood. But then in relationships, if you're 18, well, you know what they're going to say? They're not mentally mature till 25. Like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody does something egregious and is criminal, then obviously that's different than a 25-year-old guy meets an 18-year-old woman and they have relations. It's like, she's an adult.
Age?
28.
Are you single?
Yep.
Do you think dating has gotten easier for you now?
By the way, she got a body, yada, 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 yada. God, Jesus. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm saying. 16, I was ready in the process to sign up. So yeah, exactly. He was in the friend zone. You know, nah, he wasn't in the friend zone. Bro was on the, I gotta wait till she was legal zone. He played the long card. But here's the thing. People make a big deal about this, but if the relationship, as it looks for all intents and purposes, how they talked right there, they look very happy. So what's the big fucking deal? Why are people complaining about it? And I think it's stupid because, okay, they got together when she was 17 and he was 25, 26. Clearly the parents knew, so there was parental okay, right? What's the difference if she was 30 and then he was 40, whatever the age difference is, that however many years plus whatever many years, 40. No one would bat an eye because now they're 30. It's always predicated on this whole idea that 25 is when they become mentally mature and fully developed at 25 mentally. Well, I mean, you can't pick and choose that, because then the argument needs to apply to someone choosing to go into the military at 18, someone deciding to do whatever else, smoke cigarettes, you know, like sometimes I really hate the internet.
At 28 than it was when you were at 22?
Probably the same.
Why do you say that?
I just haven't noticed much of a difference.
So you feel just as desired right now that
I ain't gonna lie, y'all, she's built. God.
you did when you were 21?
Yeah.
But do you think 28-year-old men are going for women who are your age or younger?
Yes. I mean, a lot of 28-year-old men are still interested in me. I don't know what to tell you.
But men in general.
Yeah. I think you may have a point when it's a little bit older, but in like 28 age range, I don't think it has the effect that you're thinking it does.
Okay. And that's in your experience?
And that's also what the data bears out.
Okay, what does the data say?
So, I mean, there was a recent study with Corinne Lowe. I'm actually about to go and debate, you know who Rollo and Michael Sartain are?
Yeah, of course.
I'm about to go debate them on Friday.
Oh, I know who she is. I knew she looked familiar. I've seen her on Fresh and Fit podcast. She's the lawyer. She's the OF lawyer chick, right? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? That's who she is? Damn. Now I take back what I said. I never really seen her stuff or nothing like that. I don't be going to look, but she definitely got a little body on her. Oh, she is smart. That's who she is. Okay.
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
So
That's
I'm
what's
about
up.
to have the same conversation.
And they roasted her ass. They be roasting her.
So there was a recent study done with Corinne Lowe. She's an economist, and she was looking at when guys want kids, they're looking for younger women, but when they had kids or they didn't want kids, they just looked at how attractive the woman is. They didn't really care about age.
How do you feel about her having guy friends?
That's totally cool.
I've always had guy friends. He's met every single guy friend I've had.
I had girlfriends.
Some of my guy
she had
friends
guy
has
friends.
literally watched his dog.
Okay. So you don't care if she were to spend time with them one-on-one?
No, I think that's insecure if you do.
Same for him.
Okay. How is that insecurity?
How is
There's
that
no insecurity.
I'm just secure with who I am. I'm secure in the relationship, and as long as you're secure in the relationship, everything works out.
You don't think her being in that environment with another man one-on-one would create a bridge between?
She's the only one that kept up with Myron. Yeah, it made for interesting watch. It definitely made for an interesting watch with her. And then they started cooking her ass and saying she was debating in bad faith. Gravity did her dirty. I don't know. She not seeing her full body definitely caught me off guard because you know in when I saw her on the Fresh and Fit, you see a little bit of the cleavage up there or whatever, but she got a little bit of a body on her. I can't front.
Between you two?
No, because at the end of the day, relationships are all about trust. And if you don't trust your person, you shouldn't be with them, right? So if you trust them enough to be in a relationship, in a one-on-one situation with a male figure or whatever, it doesn't really matter. If those friendships existed before me, who am I to say no, right? At the end of the day, as a man, it's about being confident. And if you're confident enough, it doesn't matter.
But why would your woman want to spend time with another man one-on-one if she has you?
Let me ask you a
Because it's
question.
called
Do you have any friends that are
Baby,
females?
we gotta go. The
No.
Uber's here.
You don't have any friends that are females? Well, I feel bad for you.
What's your age?
I'm 28.
Are you single?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, look, you're always gonna have guys that have his mindset, and you know, it's totally fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that serves them well, but to each their own.
Because I don't want to date anybody right now. I literally moved to Miami 2 weeks ago. I'm focusing on my career. So,
Goji, what's up?
You don't think that makes you more masculine though?
no, not really. I want to date eventually. Just right now, I'd rather come to the table with something, in a relationship.
So do you want to make more than the man, or does the man have to make more than you?
A relationship's a team. So if I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't want to like make more than a man, probably just because I don't want to emasculate them for sure. But a relationship's a team, and if my guy were to like lose his job, I wouldn't have a problem, you know, carrying the workload for a while.
But you think he would still be acting like a man if he was emasculated?
I guess it kind of depends. If it's temporary, then it wouldn't be a problem. But I wouldn't want to emasculate my man, that's for sure.
What you dislike about your ex?
What do I dislike about my exes?
Yeah.
One of them didn't work at all.
Hold up. Are we just not gonna address this goddamn truck rolling through? That is crazy.
Broke
Yo!
up with him for that. He lost his job, and I was carrying the team for like over a year, and I was like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that was
can't
pretty
do
lit.
this.
So he was on a time clock.
Yeah, definitely. You get like a year to get your shit together. Get out.
But you think he would have left you if you lost your job?
I think so too. Yeah.
What is a man's job to provide?
He definitely didn't see it that way
Why do you say that?
because it wasn't providing. I was carrying everything, and that's what. I mean, it used to be for the first 3 years it was good, but the last one I was like, okay, maybe
So
not.
for 3 years he took care of everything?
No, we did everything equally.
How do you feel about your man having female friends?
I love it. I think it makes him like more empathetic. It makes him more of like, you know, a good listener. I think feminine traits are typically like really like amazing traits, especially for men to have. So I feel like a lot of men are like raised in ways where it's harder for them to have like deep, you know, emotional connections and talk about their feelings. But I think because he has so many female friends, he's able to like communicate really well with me.
I mean, the only thing that she neglected to add to that whole spiel is, yeah, I love it. Go ahead, put your peen right inside of him too, like practically, right? Jeez, he's over there. Imagine him going to his female friends, pouring out his heart about what's going on in the relationship. That gets messy. And one thing I can tell you, because I've been in this situation, and women will cap about this all day. No, the real women will acknowledge this. Women are devious. I remember this was my first experience when this happening. I was in high school, bro. I was a junior in high school. And it was the first little white girl I was dating. Kim, of course. And I'm like, I was rocking Kim's world type shit, right? I'm keeping it a buck. I'm rocking her shit, right? She goes back to lunch, right? Mind you, I went to the Catholic boys high school, and then she went to the Catholic girls high school. And our two schools were like sister brother schools, whatever. So anyway, not to make this long and drawn out, she goes to lunch and, you know, girl time at lunch, and she tells the girls at her table and all this stuff. Like, oh my God, you know, he got this, he got that. He over here rocking my shit, you know, talking it up, gassing it up, whatever. and I only found this out after the fact. So she had her one frame named Tania. Tania was black and Mexican. Pretty. Like at that age, like she was like gorgeous, right? To me. Anyway, long story short. It was one day, my mom was gone. I invited her over. Shout out to the fellas that have pulled this move off. When your parents are gone, you invite Shorty over. She came through. We're in my basement, and it was like set up as like just an open space or whatever. And we were playing cards. I remember playing like spades or something. I can't remember. So there's a bathroom not far right over to our, where we're sitting or whatever. So she's like, hey, can you give me a second? I need to go to the restroom. I'm like, yeah, it's right there. Help yourself out. I'm right here. I'm chilling. She goes in, right? And it's taking a little bit of a second. Whatever, I'm not thinking much about it. So I hear the door open up. And I'm sitting there. I'm focused on the table, setting up the game or whatever we were playing or whatever. And I just kind of look over to my left, and I see the door open, but nobody's standing there. And Shorty, I swear to God, y'all, when I tell you this was like out of a movie, mind you, I'm 17, she's like a year older. But this is how I know that this shit wasn't her first time doing this. So all I know is I look over my left, and out of the door, she has a hand up on like the side of the door. She just steps out from it, hands on her hip. She came out with this matching fucking bra and panty set on. And she's like, so you gonna show me? What'd she say? She's like, you gonna show me? She said something to the effect that you gonna show me what Kim's been talking about type shit. And I was like, it was the first time in my life I was lost for words. You know what I'm saying? I was lost for words. I was like, hey, yo, what? Anyway, of course I did the right thing in this situation, guys. All right. I don't know what kind of guy you think I am.